Hello and welcome to what should be a fantastic finish to the Sun Belt football season as we battle for the trophy and crown a champion of the Sun Belt Conference right here today. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well, so the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Troy Trojans, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Monarchs offense going to get the chance to start this. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great... So much for this offense, and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his world.
And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Makes the grab on the right side for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
The Monarchs will crank up the tempo. On third down, it's a handoff. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here we go on fourth down. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. Oh, the pass is picked off. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
You know, nice design here with the bootleg to get him out to the outside, off to the right. Looks downfield, nobody's open, so instead of throwing it and forcing it into coverage, he's got the athletic ability there to pick up a nice couple yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Punt team ready to boot it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team pens him in and brings him down. And the Old Dominion offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Crucial third down play after that completion. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Made the defense look slow that time.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Trojans offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this run. Quick throw, the catch is made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
And here comes the punter onto the field.
Third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Short connection to the tight end here. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he was able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down. And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Monarchs line up on 1st and 10 now. Looks right for a quick completion. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal.
Well, the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time into the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. And it's Old Dominion in front now. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Old Dominion's offense retakes the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him short of the line of game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Troy offense back on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quarterback still with the football. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Now it's second down here.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Okay, it's third down after that run. It's pressure coverage now for these DBs. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The punt team making their way on the field. Here's the punt, high in the air. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Monarchs offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Monarchs. Now here comes the point after attempt. Tech on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Troy offense back out there. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Bringing pressure. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
And bulldozing his way through. And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, Chris, that's one of those runs you're going to see on the highlight shows throughout the night. He didn't gain a ton of yards, but how many missed tackles do you add up there? This guy was determined to get that ball to the end zone, and he almost came up with a touchdown.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Troy.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
The extra point is good, but still trail by 3 touchdowns, 28-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's got it inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. 1st down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. First down and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes.
And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That's caught. It's Jones. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just...
There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Trojans. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Old Dominion offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They look to throw it here on second down, and he lofts it toward the sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
And the Monarchs will line up to kick it away. On a punt now for the first time today. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Trojans offense back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Looking to pass here on second down. Snags the quick throw. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've punted 4 times already on the verge of a fifth. They can't convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Now it's a very high kick straight up in the air. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Old Dominion's offense retakes the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. little over 20 seconds left here in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, what a play by this safety to kind of sit back in cover 2, baiting this quarterback to make the throw. I thought he showed patience and then instincts once the ball's in the air to come up with that interception.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Monarchs will kick this away to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Troy offense back on the field now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st down, it's play action. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The offense really clicking here. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for 6. To the end zone, but incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Monarchs offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Brought down. The line of the game.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Monarchs pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Old Dominion. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Troy offense back out there. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And completion makes it second and short. There's the handoff. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Quick juke. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
This big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Go to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Old Dominion offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage. And
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses it.
And the Trojans' offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? And he's going to float this one to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And he's going to be taken down, sacked on the final play of this third quarter. And it's Old Dominion in front now. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. First play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
So bad plays on first and second down puts them in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Troy. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Old Dominion's offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. He hands it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. The Monarchs getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And the junior gets home making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
He's running out of time here. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Monarchs. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Troy offense back on the field now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a wide open receiver complete. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. A new set of downs after that completion. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack. That sack sets up an important 3rd down. Now the timeout is called by the defense.